Hi Johnson 4th and 5th graders. I'd like to introduce you to the new Rebecca Caudill nominees for the 2013-2014 school years. There are some awesome books on this list and they are now available in the Johnson LLC. I'll show you them and I'll read you a short little description of each one to see if you can find some that you're interested in reading. Alright, first up, The Apothecary by Mail Malloy. 14-year-old Janie Scott, newly arrived in London from Los Angeles in 1952, becomes friends with a mysterious apothecary and his son, Benjamin Burroughs, and is drawn into a dangerous adventure with Benjamin when his father is kidnapped and Russian spies try to steal his book of secrets. Next up, Bamboo People by Matali Perkins. Two Burmese boys, one a Karenni refugee and the other the son of an imprisoned Burmese doctor, meet in the jungle, and in order to survive, they must learn to trust each other. Blizzard of Glass, The Halifax Explosion of 1917 by Sally M. Walker. This book is nonfiction. It provides an account of the disaster that occurred on December 6, 1917, when two ships carrying munitions, which is explosives, and relief supplies to Europe collided, causing an explosion that leveled the towns of Halifax and Dartmouth and resulted in the deaths of nearly 2,000 people. Candy Bomber, The Story of Berlin Airlift's Chocolate Pilot by Michael O'Tunnell. This is another nonfiction book. Describes the efforts of U.S. Air Force Lieutenant Gail Halverson to aid the children in Russian-blockaded West Berlin by dropping packages filled with candy from the air. Features personal photographs along with letters and drawings from the children of Berlin. Okay, Close to Famous by Joan Bauer. This is a realistic fiction novel. The residents of Culpeper, despite their grand aspirations, have made little progress toward achieving their goals, but unexpected events and surprises put the ambitions of the residents of Culpeper to the test. The Hunt for the Seventh by Christine Morton Shaw. This is a ghost story for all of you ghost story lovers out there, and it's a good one. I really liked it. Jim moves with his dad and sister to Minerva Hall, where a ghostly voice urging him to find the seventh draws him into a sort of gruesome treasure hunt for clues to an ancient prophecy that threatens them all. All right. I Am a Freak by Elizabeth Atkinson. All right. Growing up near Boston with her free-spirited mother and old-world grandfather, 12-year-old Emma has always felt out of place. But when she attends the family reunion her father's family holds annually in Wisconsin, she is in for some surprises. Wonder by R.J. Palacio. 10-year-old Augie Pullman, who was born with extreme facial abnormalities and was not expected to survive, goes from being homeschooled to entering 5th grade at a private middle school in Manhattan, which entails enduring the taunts and fear of his classmates as he struggles to be seen as just another student. The Outcasts by John Flanagan. This is the first in a new series called the Brother Band Chronicles. It's the same author as the Ranger's Apprentice series. Hal, Stig, and the other outcasts do not have the size and strength of the Scandians, but when they face off against the wolves and the sharks in an ultimate race for survival, they hope that their courage and cunning are enough to help them win in a game that everyone seems to think is a matter of life and death. Okay for Now by Gary D. Schmidt. Hang on, let me get my notes. 14-year-old Doug Swiatek faces many challenges, including an abusive father, a brother traumatized by Vietnam, suspicious teachers and police officers, and isolation. But when he meets a girl known as Lil Spicer, he develops a close relationship with her and finds a safe place at the local library. All right, Boys Without Names by Kashmira Sheth. 11-year-old Gopal and his family leave their rural Indian village to live with his uncle in Mumbai, but when they arrive, his father goes missing and Gopal ends up locked in a sweatshop from which there is no escape. All right, those are the ones I have right now in front of me. Our library also has 4 more that are already checked out. We had some kids really excited to read them already, which is exciting. So I'll tell you about those next. The first one is How They Croaked. Let me find my notes on it. It's called How They Croaked, The Awful Ends of the Awfully Famous by Georgia Bragg, illustrated by Kevin O'Malley. This nonfiction book shares the sometimes gruesome details of the deaths of 19 famous historical figures, including King Tut, Pocahontas, George Washington, Edgar Allan Poe, and Marie Curie. I'm going to warn you, it's kind of gross. If you like gross, you'll like it. If you don't, I would avoid it if I were you. All right, next is Mockingbird by Catherine Erskine, and it has 2 different covers. There's you might see another one in our library too. 10-year-old Caitlin, who has Asperger's syndrome, struggles to understand emotions, show empathy, and make friends at school, while at home she seeks closure by working on a project with her father. All right, The Lions of Little Rock by Kristen Levine. 12-year-old Marley develops a strong friendship with Liz, the new girl in school. But when Liz suddenly stops attending school and Marley hears a rumor that her friend is actually an African-American girl passing herself off as white, the 2 young girls must decide whether their friendship is worth taking on integration and the dangers it could bring to their family. And we have Ways to Live Forever, by Sally Nichols. 11-year-old Sam McQueen, who has leukemia, writes a book during the last 3 months of his life, in which he tells about what he would like to accomplish, how he feels, and things that have happened to him. All right, and last but not least, here are 3 more of the nominees that we do not yet own in our library, but I will be ordering them, and they should be here soon, so look for these coming soon. Breaking Stalin's Nose by Eugene Yelchin. In the Stalinist era of the Soviet Union, 10-year-old Sasha idolizes his father, a devoted communist. But when police take his father away and leave Sasha homeless, he is forced to examine his own perceptions, values, and beliefs. The Running Dream by Wendelin Van Draenen. When a school bus accident leaves 16-year-old Jessica an amputee, she loses her leg in the school bus accident, she returns to school with a prosthetic limb, which means a fake leg, and her track team finds a way to help rekindle her dream of running again. And last but not least, Ghetto Cowboy by G. Neri. 12-year-old Cole's behavior causes his mother to drive him from Detroit to Philadelphia to live with a father he has never known, but who soon has Cole involved with a group of African-American cowboys who rescue horses and use them to steer youths away from drugs and gangs. All right, I'm very excited about the Rebecca Caudill list this year. I've read every single one of these, and I know that you're going to love the list, so come on down to the library and check out some of the new nominees.